19? No. Is it 20? I really should have looked before filming this, but it's either episode 19 or 20. But either way, welcome to the Modern Skein podcast. My name is Sharon Graff, and I am the owner of the Modern Skein, which is a yarn shop here in Montgomery, Texas. If you are a new viewer, welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. We're so happy that you're continuing to watch our podcast, and we hope you really enjoy it. I will say, if I'm a little bit scatterbrained today, I had maybe 5 hours of sleep last night. We drove up to Dallas and back yesterday afternoon and night, so we didn't get home and in bed till like 1 o'clock. But it was a fun day and got to see some friends and visit with them. And of course, we got to make a side trip into McKinney Knittery, which was really fun. And I did get myself a fun project to start when I have completed my 12 sweaters for the year. So I can't wind the yarn, I can't do anything. I can't even print out the pattern. That's my rules. I can't print out the pattern or cast on or wind the yarn or anything till I am all finished with my 12 sweaters. So as you might be able to see, I have a finished object here today. Let me show you. Ta-da! This is the Throwback Cardie. The Throwback Cardie by Andrea Mowry. And it is an amazing sweater. I really enjoyed knitting it. It was a fun knit. It's worsted weight, so it goes very fast. I want to say I finished this in maybe 3 weeks. I'm not entirely sure. I need to go back and look and see when I exactly cast it on. Sorry for the squirming. I just can't get comfortable today. There we go. Maybe. Hopefully I'm not knocking this thing around too much. Okay. No, that's not comfortable either. 6 hours in the car yesterday. Okay. But I did get a lot of knitting done. So this actually has been finished for maybe 2 or 3 days now, but it took forever to dry blocking. I think the house was just cold, or I don't know. But so as you can see, it's a colorwork yoke, and then it's just a plain stockinette sleeve and stockinette body down to the ribbing. But it's very fun to knit. You are supposed to, per the pattern, knit the button band here, which it's a faux button band. There's no buttons or buttonholes. Knit it in the same background color, but I lost a game of Yarn Chicken, and I did not have any more of my background color. So I just did a fade. I don't know that you can really see it on camera as well, but I took the 3 colors. So I knit for a little bit in the base color, and then I knit with the Gold Experience, the Yerba from Malabrigo, and then ended and bound off in Paris Night by Malabrigo. So my colors are Dream and Color for the base. It's called Unimaginable. And then Dream and Color for this gold color, kind of a mustardy color, which is called Gold Experience. And then the green is a mossy green, and it's called Yerba from Malabrigo. And the blue, it's a dark navy blue, is Malabrigo Paris Night. And so the Malabrigo is Rio Space, and then the Dream and Color is the Classy, which is their worsted base. It's extremely soft. It's super comfortable to wear. And so I'm going to wear it for the podcast today. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's not a super snug sweater, but it's not a super oversized sweater. I knit the... There's a fly in here again. I believe I knit the number 2 size. I believe it was the one for the 39-inch bust. Because I wanted it to have like an inch or two of positive ease, but not baggy. And I think it's perfect. The size I really like. The sleeves turned out good. I I waited a good 2 or 3 inches on the sleeve before I started decreases rather than starting them immediately because I didn't want super snug sleeves. I wanted them fitted, and they are fitted, but they're not like skin tight. And then I knit the body to the measurements according to the pattern, which it grew. The yarn did grow a little more even than I was planning, so it's not cropped, but it is not a long-waisted sweater at all. It basically hits right maybe about an inch or two below my hip bones. So it hits at a really nice flattering length for me anyway. You can obviously knit it a lot longer. Just that fly. Just be mindful of how much your yarn's going to grow, so you know how much you are going to gain once you block it. So this is my finished object. Very happy with it. So this is sweater number 10 finished. Sweater number 11 is almost finished, and that's Josh's sweater. And sweater number 12 I do not yet have my yarn for. I have the pattern picked out. It will be the Andrea Mowry Comfort Fade Cardi, Comfort Fade Cardi. And I am getting my yarn specially made, a fade. I'll say semi-custom for me, and so I can't wait as soon as the yarn comes in to show you guys. It is a yarn that we have had in the shop and occasionally will have in the shop. It's not like a currently stocked yarn. You'll just have to see it when it comes in. So I'm hoping it will be in before Thanksgiving. I'm really hoping to cast it on, during like the Thanksgiving weekend. But it's DK weight, so it'll go fast like this. So I'm not super worried about finishing it in time. I'm really focusing on finishing Josh's sweater. I'm so close, yet it seems so far away. But I'm really, really, really close. So I will go ahead and show you that first, because I did get a lot of progress made on it yesterday in the car. So all I have left, drop stitch, pick that up, is I'm working on the second sleeve. And when I got in the car yesterday, I had this much of the sleeve, so cuff to here. So we had 2 pattern repeats. I did 2.5 more pattern repeats in the car. So I have, I still have a couple increase rounds, and it looks twisted here, but it untwists when it's blocked. It's just because of the needles. It's not actually twisting. It looks good once it's blocked. There's it a little better. I believe, let's see, I also need to wind some more of that yarn. So this is the sweater. As you can see, I've seamed the shoulders, and I've set in and seamed in the sleeve. So that's one sleeve, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pattern repeats total. And I've got on mine 1, 2, 3, 4. So I only have 3 pattern repeats left to go. So that's promising. I believe I only have 1 more full pattern repeat, and then I separate or quit knitting in the round and shape the top of the sleeve. So then once that sleeve is done, I will be blocking it and then picking up for the collar and then for the button bands. So my goal, we leave Tuesday and we'll be gone for a week. Stupid gnat or whatever it is. Pardon me. We leave Tuesday for a trip, and I really want to finish this sweater tonight. I don't think I can do it because I have a really busy day today with a lot of errands and stuff to get done before. But if I can at least get the sleeve done and blocked so it's drying, and then when we get home I can seam it in and do the collar and button band, I'll feel better about myself with that. But it's nearing the home stretch. Yay! So, put this back. And the pattern for Josh's sweater is the Mount Auburn cardigan. It was featured in Interweave magazine. The yarn I'm using is Harrisville Designs Watershed in the, I believe it's called Smoke or Stormy something or other. Not 100% sure. It's there almost black, but it has little bits of colored tweedy bits inside. So it's really pretty. So I have that to finish. What else? Oh, so I worked on the sleeve, I'll say, the majority of the trip up to Dallas. But then on the way back, it was dark, and I just wasn't comfortable knitting on that with just the little car light. So I worked on my Kyler shawl, because I hadn't worked on that in a while. So, and of course, I ended in the middle of a row. Of course I did. But, as you can see, I have made a little bit of progress on it. So, I've got a decent chunk now into this plain stockinette section. And I believe I've counted, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm on the 8th repeat once you have this stockinette section, and you go 28 repeats. So I still have 20 repeats of the lace to go before I switch off and do the border section. So this is still a long ways away from being finished, but I do plan on taking this on our trip. When we leave Tuesday, we're going up. Josh has some work stuff to do, and it's in Bethesda, Maryland, and then Kansas City, Kansas. So I do plan on taking this project with me to hopefully get a nice big chunk of it done. This is great airplane knitting because I don't really need to reference the pattern. I just need to have it just in case I reach all 28 repeats, which would be fantastic. I would love to be able to come home from the trip and have this done. Not sure that that's totally attainable, but would love it. Yeah, so that's what I took. That sleeve and the Kyler shawl is what I took with me on our road trip. And this is a cute little bag that was gifted to me by Nordic Stitches, who was one of my fiber share partners. And that's what I'm keeping my Kyler shawl in. It's super cute. She made this herself. Super cute. Let's see. Okay, so those are really the two projects that I worked on this whole week, besides finishing up my I did, finish up the button band on this and finish this project. I did get a row or two the other day. Just I needed a break from the sweater. So I finished the lace section and I started my next section of mohair on my Birds of a Feather. So now I've reached the halfway point where I'm no longer increasing on both sides. I'm only increasing on one side and staying, basically decreasing on the other. So we create this shape on the other side. Very technical. So this is Birds of a Feather by Andrea Mowry. The yarn is Suburban Stitcher Moody Blues for both the mohair and the single. We are now out of both the single and the mohair in Moody Blues from Suburban Stitcher. However, I do have, I believe, one skein left of the Moody Blues on DK. And I also have some oyster and Moody Blues, oyster, and then a really pretty chartreuse green from her. And I think I have one skein of Jon Snow, and that's in the skinny single, and that's it for Suburban Stitcher. She will be back next year for another trunk show, so don't worry about that, but it won't be till next year. Let's see. Let me put this in there. I've been trying to do better at keeping all of my projects in project bags so they don't get all fachatted and messed up. So this is, you'll notice this is my prototype bag, but this is our bag that we sell here in the shop. It's our custom bag, and the ones you see in the shop will have our logo tag on it, but it's a really nice denim and canvas bag, and they also have a little fancier looking strap. This was my prototype and all that stuff. So we do sell these bags. They're $45 for the plain ones and $55 for the fun prints. We've got different, like a Navajo print. I think we have sold out now of the I have, I think, 2 alpacas. We've sold out of the matte print again, and we can't find that matte print fabric anymore. So we may have like 2 that I'm waiting on tags for, and then once they're gone, they're gone. Unless we can find that matte print fabric again. But we've also got some Christmas ones in the works, so stay tuned. Those will probably be out around Thanksgiving. So, yep. Okay. Other works in progress that have not been worked on at all is basically all the rest of my works in progress. I can show you now because, so this is my test knit that I didn't finish. I feel so bad. I'm so sorry, Lavanya, if you're watching this. I will say this is the first brioche project that has just bogged me down. I don't know why. I don't know if it's holding the 2 strands of mohair. This is a great pattern. I'm not dissing this pattern by any stretch of the imagination. But for me, in what I'm knitting right now, for whatever reason, I don't know if it was the time constraint. I mean, I've never been stressed out over a test knit, and I usually finish test knits like a week earlier than what they're supposed to be done by. So I'm not sure. I am still going to work on this, and I am going to finish it because it'll be a really nice shop sample. But, and now my yarn's all wackadoo here. So the pattern, the name of the pattern is called Soul Queen. And the yarn I'm using is Hedgehog Fiber, Skinny Single. The colorway, I don't think we have in stock. I think this was actually a club colorway. And then you can see there's 2 strands of mohair held together for like a chunky mohair look that you can see on the back. And I just picked a neutral that I had in my stash. So you could do any mohair held double. Or when we get in Baby Suri, you can use Baby Suri. So it's really fun. It's basically like a straight brioche, and then there's rather than increasing brioche, you just kind of do increases in garter, these like garter triangular shapes, which is really neat. So it's basically a lot of straight brioche, and then you have an eyelet row, and then some straight brioche, and then an eyelet row. So it breaks it up really nice, and then it's going to have like a really cool kind of cabled like look to the edge, or like a chevron kind of look with the brioche stitches. So I am excited to finish this. I also think the needles, my needles on this project are really old, and they are really catchy on the joins, and so I think what I need to do is swap them out for different needles, and I think that might help and make it more enjoyable to knit on, so the mohair's not constantly catching on the needles and frustrating me. So I do plan on finishing this. I don't know if I may, since I think I'm only like 3 sections away from being finished. I may take this on the trip along with the Kyler shawl to see if I can bang it out and get it done. And just get it finished. It's a really fun project, and I think you guys would like to see it as a shop sample in the store. So that's that one. Mystery knit along. I have made no progress on my mystery knit along, but for those of you that heard me earlier in the week saying I was going to rip it out, I'm not ripping it out. I'm not ripping it out. Repeat, I am not ripping it out. So after looking at several spoilers and looking over all the work that I've done, I've decided I'm not going to rip it out. I am, in fact, when I'm ready, finishing it. Not going to rush myself or push myself, but I will finish it. I'm already on clue 3. So again, I may take this project along with me as well on my trip. I really want to limit myself to about 3 projects on this trip, just so I can focus and really knock out hopefully 1 or 2 of them. So I'm thinking I will take it on the trip and work on finishing it. I do have some ideas. I don't think I'm going to do the finish of the tails that he said. I do think I'm going to weave in my ends. I've seen several spoilers that did that method, and I really enjoyed how their finished objects are looking. I don't know if I'm going to do the bonus clue 5. I still haven't decided that yet. I will decide that once I finish clue 4. So I don't really have much to show you on that, except this is, okay, so if you're still not looking at spoilers, don't look. But this is my clue 3. Start right here. So it's going to be very pretty. It's not going to be what I imagined, but it's a mystery knit along. So, but I am 90% positive I will finish it. Because for one, I can't salvage really any of this yarn because of all the pieces that it's in. So, and it's really pretty. I mean, like, I really like this middle section. It's really pretty. So, I'm going to, and the fluffy. I do like the fluffy. And those Latvian braids were hard, so I'm not going to rip them out. I am going to finish. So, like I said, I'm probably going to take this on my trip to get it finished and get it knocked out. My chrysalis shawl has not seen the light of the day. It's been in its bucket, so I'm not even going to pull it out because I think it's tangled up in there. So, those are all my works in progress. Yeah, hopefully next, yes, I will be able to film. So, we leave tomorrow, but then we get back Sunday, so I'll be able to film the podcast on Monday. And hopefully have some good knitting progress to show you guys. And yeah. Oh, we have some new things in the shop. Oh, I forgot to grab that. Hold on one second. Forgot to grab a yarn. Okay. So, we got in the Likey Umber short sets. I'll show you here. So this is the 3.5 inch tips in the Umber. So you have the nice, it's like a denim-y suede caramel color case. And then the needles are, the metal are like chocolate brown, and then the tips are a chocolate to medium tone brown. Very, very nice. They're really smooth. They're almost even more smooth than the regular Likey needles. I don't know if it's because of the needles being a different color. I don't know. but they're really, really nice. So we have a couple of those sets in stock, along with the regular 5-inch tips and both the plain driftwood and the umber as well. We did get restocked on a few of our cords, so if you were looking for 16-inch cords, we do have them back in stock. We got in a few missing needles as well, so Likey needles were pretty much restocked on. Chiagus we're pretty much stocked up on, so we should have your needles that you're looking for. We have metal and wood cable needles. We have our Brittany needles if you're looking for straights or DPNs. So we have your needles. Let's see. Then we also, Josh dyed up some new yarn for us. He dyed up 2 standard colors and then 3 Christmas colors. So this one is Passport, which we've had before. There we go. It's really hard to read on camera, but it's a really nice dark burgundy color. But he dyed it up on the BFL DK base. So we now have this in DK weight along with the fingering weight. This is perfect as a base for really lovely sweaters. I think that this paired with this, which is his new Christmassy colorway called Fruitcake, which is really great peachy kind of background with a little bits of maroon and brown and green. It's really pretty. Put these two together and this would be a stunning graphic Guthrie sweater. Beautiful. So Passport, of course, is a year-round color. Fruitcake will only be here, I think he'll dye it up one more time, but once Christmas comes, he won't dye it anymore. So this is Fruitcake. This, here, I'll hold these up so you can see. This has a gray base. It's kind of similar in its speckles, but it's definitely gray toned. This is warm toned. And this one's called Stained Glass. So again, you have the burgundy and the green in here, but you don't have the speckling, and it's on a gray toned base. And then this is Christmas Tree. So this is a really vivid green color with bits of brown and a burgundy color in here. Perfect Christmas tree colorway. And then this will be a year-round color as well. This is a beautiful teal called Isle of Harris. And there's also another colorway called Bermuda, but it already sold out when we brought it in the store. Similar, but so this is more of a tonal, pretty solid, semi-solid color, and Bermuda is more, it has a little more of the white, not white, but like creamy colors and lighter teals and darker teals. So it's a little more, not speckly, but variegated in its tone. But both Bermuda and Isle of Harris will be coming back with future dyeing. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm tired. Okay, so that's new yarn. There really isn't anything else new in the shop. We still have a few of our no, we don't carry that. Knitter's backpacks. We have the pine, we have the natural, we have the midnight, we have brown and black. Of course, we did get a great tip, and I forgot to mention this last time. If you're interested in the natural but are worried about the it getting dirty, get some Scotchgard spray and spray it down, or a canvas, like a shoe repellent for canvas shoes. That'll help, or a stain guard, and that will help keep it clean. Plus, you can always wash it. I mean, it is a canvas bag after all. There is that little loop of leather, but honestly, that's not going to really mess it up too much. So, yeah. So, like I said, I'll be gone this next week, but Grace will be here in the shop every day. So, she'll be hosting the Sit and Stitch times. So, Tuesday all day, and then Fridays from 2 to 5, and Saturdays 10 to 2 p.m. I don't think we have any special events coming up in November. Well, yes, we do. take that back. The second Thursday, which I believe is November 8th. November 8th. Believe due to popular demand, we are going to go ahead and have the late night movie night again. I have to triple check my calendar when I get home that I will be here. But if I am here and all is good, we will have the movie night on Thursday, November 8th. We will be watching The Greatest Showman, will be the movie. And yeah, it'll be fun. So we usually start the movie at 5:30. We have food, and it's just a fun time of hanging out, knitting, and watching a movie. You're welcome to recommend movies to us. Typically, because never quite sure of the age range that's going to come, I like to keep it at PG-13, PG-13. Obviously, nothing gory or weird. You know, we want a nice feel-good movie. So yeah, if you have any recommendations, let me know. I do want our next one, not this coming one, but the next one to be a Christmas movie. So shoot me your Christmas movie ideas. I'm so scatterbrained. I'm so tired. December 8th, we have December 8th. Yes, December 8th is Savvy Skeins Trunk Show here in the shop. So be sure and come and show your support for that. And we have a class coming up on Christmas gifts. I want to say that's November 8th, possibly already. Not 100% positive. But yeah. Anyway. I better stop because I'm going to fall asleep standing here or sitting here. And I can't really think of anything else to say. So thank you so much for tuning in. Normally I'm a little more peppy than this, but I apparently haven't had enough coffee, and I'm for sure have not had, I guess, enough sleep. So I apologize. So I hope you have a great day and enjoy your knitting. I'm actually, gee whiz, this fly in here. Okay, give me some tips on getting rid of a fly. I don't want that nasty fly paper stuff. That's gross. Because we seem to have a fly perpetually in here. I've killed 2 of them. Sorry if you're bug lovers, but they are really annoying in here. So yes, I'm off to a knitting group and then other errands that I have to do. So enjoy your knitting. If you'd like to follow us, we are at The Modern Skein on Instagram and Modern Skein on Facebook. Our website's themodernskein.com. And you can follow me on Instagram personally if you care, Mrs_Sharon_Graff, Graff. So thanks again for tuning in, and we will see you next time or in the shop very soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.